When you start making money, whether from a job, a business, or even a side hustle, managing that money wisely becomes one of the most important things you can do. You want to make sure that you're not just earning money, but also using it in a way that sets you up for a secure and successful financial future. In this video, we'll walk through 7 essential steps that everyone should follow once they start earning. Whether you're new to managing money, or you've been at it for a while, these tips will help you build wealth, avoid debt, and make the most of your hard-earned money. Let's dive right in. Step 1. Create a budget. The first thing you should do when you start earning is to create a budget. A budget is a plan for how you're going to spend and save your money each month. It may sound simple, but it's one of the most powerful tools for building wealth and staying in control of your finances. A good budget gives you a clear picture of where your money is going and helps you avoid unnecessary spending. Start by listing all your sources of income. This could be your salary, freelance income, or business profits. Then, list all your expenses. These include your rent or mortgage, utilities, groceries, transportation, and any other bills. Don't forget to include irregular expenses like car maintenance or insurance premiums. Once you've got everything written down, compare your total income to your total expenses. If you're spending more than you're earning, it's time to make some adjustments. That might mean cutting back on dining out, entertainment, or unnecessary subscriptions. The goal is to make sure you're living within your means and setting aside money for savings and future goals. A lot of people like to use apps like Mint or You Need a Budget YNAB to track their expenses, but you can also use a simple Excel sheet or even a notebook. What's important is that you're keeping track of your money consistently. Step 2. Build an emergency fund. Once your budget is in place, the next step is to build an emergency fund. This is one of the most important things you can do to protect yourself financially. An emergency fund is money set aside to cover unexpected expenses. Life can be unpredictable, and things like medical bills, car repairs, or job loss can happen at any time. Without an emergency fund, you might have to rely on credit cards or loans to cover those costs, which can lead to debt. Aim to save enough to cover 3 to 6 months worth of your living expenses. That means if your monthly expenses total $2,000, you should aim to have at least $6,000 to $12,000 in your emergency fund. Start small if you need to, even just a few $100s is a good start. The important thing is to start saving as soon as possible. You'll want to keep your emergency fund in a savings account that's easy to access, but not too easy. A high-yield savings account is a great option because it offers a bit more interest than a regular savings account, but the money is still available when you need it. Remember, this fund is for real emergencies, not for vacations or impulse purchases. Step 3. Pay off debt. Debt, especially high-interest debt like credit card debt or personal loans, can really weigh you down financially. If you've got debt, paying it off should be a top priority. The longer you carry debt, the more interest you pay, which means you're giving away money that you could be using for savings or investments. There are a couple of popular strategies for paying off debt. One is the snowball method, where you focus on paying off your smallest debts first. Once you pay off the smallest debt, you move to the next smallest and so on. This gives you quick wins, which can be very motivating. The other strategy is the avalanche method, where you focus on paying off the debt with the highest interest rate first. This method saves you the most money in the long run because you're tackling the most expensive debt first. Both methods work, so choose the one that feels right for you. While you're paying off debt, try to avoid taking on any new debt. This means limiting your credit card use and avoiding unnecessary loans. It might mean making some sacrifices for a while, but once you're debt-free, you'll have a lot more financial freedom. Step 4. Save for retirement. It might seem a little early to think about retirement, especially if you're just starting to earn money, but saving for retirement as soon as possible is one of the smartest financial moves you can make. The earlier you start, the more time your money has to grow thanks to compound interest. Compound interest is when the interest you earn on your savings starts earning interest itself, creating a snowball effect that helps your money grow much faster over time. If your employer offers a retirement plan like a 401k, take advantage of it, especially if they offer a matching contribution. Employer matching is essentially free money. If your employer will match 3% of your salary when you contribute 3%, you're doubling your retirement savings instantly. Make sure you're contributing at least enough to get the full match. If you don't have access to a 401k through your job, you can open an individual retirement account or IRA. A Roth IRA is a great option for many people because you contribute after-tax dollars and your money grows tax-free. When you withdraw it in retirement, you won't have to pay any taxes on the growth. Even if you're starting small, contributing regularly to your retirement accounts can make a huge difference in the long run. The important thing is to get started now. Step 5. Invest wisely. Once you've built your emergency fund, paid off high-interest debt, and started saving for retirement, it's time to think about investing. Investing is a way to make your money work for you by growing it over time. While savings accounts are great for short-term needs, they don't offer much growth. Investing allows your money to grow faster, especially over the long term. You don't have to be a stock market expert to get started. One of the easiest ways to begin investing is by putting your money into index funds or ETFs. These are low-cost funds that track the performance of a market index like the S&P 500. Instead of trying to pick individual stocks, which can be risky, you're investing in a broad range of companies, spreading out your risk. Investing in index funds or ETFs is a great way to build wealth steadily over time. If you're not sure where to start, many people use robo-advisors, automated services that build and manage an investment portfolio based on your financial goals and risk tolerance. Remember, investing is for the long term. The stock market can be volatile in the short term, but over time it tends to go up. The key is to stay patient and let your investments grow. Step 6. Manage credit cards wisely. Credit cards can be a great financial tool if used responsibly, but they can also lead to a lot of financial trouble if not handled carefully. The most important rule when it comes to credit cards is to pay off your balance in full every month. If you only make the minimum payment, you'll start racking up interest, and credit card interest rates are typically very high, often 15% or more. By paying off your balance every month, you avoid paying any interest and keep your credit score healthy. A good credit score can help you get lower interest rates on things like mortgages or car loans, and it can even affect things like your insurance premiums or rental applications. It's also a good idea to use credit cards that offer rewards or cashback. Many cards offer points, miles, or cashback on your purchases, which can be a nice bonus. Just make sure the rewards don't tempt you to overspend, and watch out for cards with high annual fees unless you're sure the rewards are worth it. Step 7. Reinvest in your business. If you're making money from a side hustle, freelancing, or running your own business, one of the best things you can do is reinvest some of your profits back into the business. Reinvesting allows you to grow your business, improve your products or services, and increase your long-term profitability. There are many ways to reinvest in your business. You could upgrade your equipment or technology, invest in better marketing to reach more customers, or hire more staff to help scale your operations. The key is to invest in areas that will help your business grow and become more efficient. Remember, building a business takes time, and reinvesting your profits can help you scale much faster. Instead of taking all your profits as personal income, think of it as planting seeds for future growth. So there you have it, 7 essential steps to take after you start making money. By creating a budget, building an emergency fund, paying off debt, saving for retirement, investing wisely, managing credit cards, and reinvesting in your business, you're setting yourself up for long-term financial success. Managing money can feel overwhelming at first, but by breaking it down into these steps, it becomes much more manageable. Start with one step at a time, and as you build these habits, you'll see your financial health improve. Thanks for watching, and make sure to subscribe for more tips on how to grow your wealth and build a secure financial future.